Malcolm, welcome back to Edgeley Park. Tell us first of all, what's it like seeing these old pals, these old colleagues from 1972-73?
Well, yeah, unbelievable. You know, I mean, it really is. It was a time when, you know, the camaraderie was excellent on the pitch, and just meeting up with these lads today, it's 43 years down the line, it's exactly the same. Fantastic, you know.
Everyone I know has got memories of that fantastic night against West Ham United and the goal that you scored that opened the goals that night. Tell us about your memories of that strike. I mean, it was a 25-yarder, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, you know, obviously it was a special occasion, so you remember it very well, you know, even though, you know, years ago. And it was a corner down at the railway end to the left-hand side there, and the corner came across. And their centre-half, Tommy Taylor, went up with the keeper, and the both of them really fluffed it, and I was stood just outside the D at the end of the box, and as they sort of cleared it, it bounced round about the edge of the box, and it came up, you know, it was an awkward one, bounced too far away to get there, but yet, so I had to sit back and wait, and it came up, caught it on my chest, and as I caught it on my chest here to let it drop, Bobby Moore was the one that came out of the pack to close me down, and as he were coming here, you know, it sort of turned it onto my left foot, and as I volleyed it, I knew the keeper was still off the line, and just gauged it to perfection really. Luckily, you know, I mean, obviously I just put enough on what I thought would do it, and it cleared the crossbar by about half an inch, and there's a guy on the line, the fullback, trying to get up to head it, you know, and as it hit the net, I'm not kidding you, the Edgeley Park Road, I mean, it erupted, you know. And I was off, you know, we didn't take our shirts off or anything in them days, but I was off like a rocket, you know, and the players with me, you know, fantastic. It took the pressure off us a bit, and it gave us that little bit of extra edge at that time, you know.
The game as it went on, obviously West Ham came back at you, but you still had enough to go on and win it. I mean, it seems incredible now that a team, where County were at that time, could manage to achieve that against a team of World Cup winners.
Yeah, Brian Doyle, you know, has to take a lot of accolade for it. I mean, he really was a deep thinker about the game, right. and so much so that he said to me before the game, you know, when we were talking about something else about how I was going to play, and he said, I've watched West Ham play, and which was unusual in them days. Yeah. The keeper used to go and throw it to Bobby Moore on the edge of the box to set. They had possession, Bobby Moore in control, and off we go. Doyle said, I'm not going to let that happen. So he says, I'm going to have a word with Brian Griffiths, and instead of standing in front of the goalkeeper, harassing him, which he used to do in them days.
That's right.
He says to Griff, get your head down and go and mark Bobby Moore. Yeah. And as soon as the keeper got the ball, Griff went to Bobby Moore and stood on him. And the keeper actually, first 5 minutes, looked and, you know, so he had to hit it in the air. Yeah. And when it's in the air, it's anybody's. And Harty would, you know, Big Paul were playing such a great game that day, you know, he beat Clyde Best, you know, the big Bermudan of West Ham. He beat him every time in the air. So, you know, part of these tactics, plus getting in the face, we never give him an inch. You know, I mean, Trevor Brook in the yard, who I personally played against, and quite honestly, he never got a kick, but it's thanks to Brian Doyle saying to me, you've got to shut this fella down, you know, or he could destroy us. And every individual had a battle, you know, 7 and 3 and all this business, you know, numbers against numbers. And we carried it out to a T. There were a spell in the second half, just let me tell you, for about 10 minutes, and they played like 1 and 2 touch, and we never got a kick. And I remember saying to Tommy Spratt, you know, we're in midfield with me, you know, we've got to stop them playing here, or they're gonna win here, you know. And luckily we got back on top of it, and we just had enough in reserve, you know, till Alan's fantastic save near the end, you know, when he pulled us out of it. But just to finish off on that note, the following game, that was Wednesday night, the following game was Saturday down at Reading. And I'm not kidding you, we were like, we drew 0-0 at Reading, and now we drew down there. We were like zombies. It drained us emotionally and physically that much, that game. Yeah. But boy, were it worth it, you know. How
big a part on the night do you think the supporters had to play, particularly in that West Ham game?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, the support here is absolutely fantastic. I played for Halifax here on Go County when it were introduced with Vic Bernard and you know, the Friday night stuff. and playing against that, you know. So I know how much I cherish playing with it, you know, banging on the tin, county, boom, 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 county, you know, and it was deafening. Absolutely. I'll just give you an example again. We got a corner and we used to go, me, Joe Ashworth and Paul Hart used to go near post, penalty spot, back post, and split it up between us. And I can remember saying to Joe Ashworth, who were about 10 yards, no more away from me, I'm going back stick, Joe, you know, and he says, what? You know, and he's only 10 yards. I said, I'm going back. Said, I can't hear it, you know, and the noise was, that's how, you know, county, you know, all this bang, bang. Fantastic, absolutely. And my grandson Charlie, he plays here at the minute, you know, and he's telling me, Grandad, you don't believe that? I says, I do believe the support, son, I've been part of it, you know, so, yeah, it's great. I mean, the county supporters are one of the best, you know, supporters of a club that I've ever been associated with, you know, fantastic.
I was going to ask you about that, about Charlie, and how proud did you feel last season when you saw him pulling on that blue and white shirt?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, you know, it's just a pity he can't be here today because he's out on loan at the minute, and I can understand why, because he's just a little bit frail at 18, you know, and he's just a little bit fragile, and that is a man's league that you're playing in at the minute, you know, and I can understand the manager wanting to get football time in, but not getting buffeted about and all that, you know, but he's certainly got the skill, and I were unbelievably happy just to see him, you know. I says to him, gosh, you know, I can't wait to see you pull that shirt on and all that, you know, and here we go, you know, he's had his 12 games or whatever in the first team, but he'll come back and do well, Charlie, because he's a good player, and don't forget he's got this, you know, running through his blood as well, and he wants to hear more county, you know.
Well, I know you do. Listen, we won't keep you from all your pals and all your memories, and have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoy yourself today.
Thanks ever so much. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful occasion.
Fantastic.